see, I see what you're doing. They might not see what you're doing, but I see what you're doing. You just running around here saying you the hottest in the streets and you this and that. You really telling yourself that, because that's not the truth. How you the hottest in the streets when we the best? So when you're doing your keto diet, red meat is also good too. So with that being said, I'm looking for, I only do really organic for the most part, but I'm really looking for, I'm looking for like a small rack of lamb, but I don't see the organic lamb. So you see, this is all like the, what we're looking forward to right now. I do not eat pork at all, so let me see. Let me see what we got. What's that? Is that lamb right here? Okay. Domestic. See, I don't know what the hell domestic is, but I know that shit is too expensive. Yeah, so these are the drumsticks right here. These are the ones I get. You know, organic. They smaller than usual. They don't got a lot of hormones in them, but you still get the same amount of fat that you get. You know, look at all that fat right there. That's what you need to make a good keto meal. Oils. This is an important part of a keto diet. So some of the good oils that are high in fat, you got avocado oil, macadamia nut oil. Of course, you can always go with regular plain old olive oil like everybody uses. I gotta do a little more research on this because this is basically like fat. So you know this is all fat. But yeah, I gotta do a little research on that. But what better way to incorporate fat into your diet with fat? You know, but as long as you're incorporating fat and no carbs, your body's gonna burn that off like jet fuel. You know we're gonna be out here. So you know. So my greens of choice is always kale. They didn't have lamb today, so I want like some small sirloins. This is my first time this week eating red meat. I'll probably eat half of one of these. Some greens. That's a wrap for me for tonight. Yep. Chicken is for my daughter most likely. Me and my wife will eat that. Water, of course. I already have some of these oils at home, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, so this is just you know, just a small keto grocery list. I already have eggs and stuff like that, so we're on the right track today. All right, man, it's Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. So I got some organic chicken thighs right here, and I'm about to keto them up for you guys while I talk about the reason I believe that the Eagles' first 4 games are critical to our repeat, period. All right, so these are my chicken thighs, all organic, of course. You know, before you handling raw meat, you make sure you want to wash your hands. You make sure your area is clean. You make sure you're doing everything to disinfect your area to make sure you ain't getting sick or you ain't getting nobody else sick that you're serving this food to. Very, very important when you're dealing with poultry, period. When you're dealing with any food, raw meat, period, you want to make sure you wash your fucking hands. I already done that. I'm not going to show you that part of this experience or anything like that. So, got my raw chicken breasts right here. I think it's about 8 of them. Probably should last me and the family 2 days, something like that. Back to my earlier videos in the beginning of the season, you can see in my face and everything else how heavy I was and all that stuff. And to my most recent videos, you can see the transformation that I've made with the before and after pics. Just look at the old videos and look at now, and you can see that what I'm saying will work. And this is free game. I'm not about to sit here and charge nobody for this shit like how everybody else do. This is free game. Free game for anybody that subscribed to my channel. That's all this is about. So I got my chicken breast right here. Bang, bang. I really like this shit right here. Macadamia oil, First, I want to drizzle that. I want to make sure I drizzle the macadamia oil all on the chicken breast. You know what I'm saying? Got the chicken breasts right here, about 8 of them. Organic. I don't deal with shit meat, all organic. They might be lying to me, but it say organic on it, so I'll take my chances with that shit. But, yo, so the Eagles' first 4 games, right? We got the Falcons. We got the Bucks. We got the Colts. And who the fuck is the 4th? The Titans. So that's our first 4 games right there. I believe these games are critical. And with Jameis Winston just fucking himself over, I believe these first 4 games are pretty much a give me. I believe we're going to dismantle the Falcons. Hold that thought, though. So I drizzled it with the macadamia and the oil. Bada boom. First, I'm gonna show you what I put on a lot, 90% of my meat. I don't give a fuck what kind of meat it is. I only eat chicken, fish, and beef. So Miss Dash. You want to know why I like Miss Dash? Because Miss Dash is very flavorful and it's salt-free. I don't do too much sodium. I get all my sodium and all my fats that's naturally in the meat with the added oils that I cook in, so I get it that way. So then I do my black pepper, essentially. Then this, if you ain't got this, you need to get this in your arsenal. Sweet Hungarian style paprika. No salt in it at all. It adds that sweetness. Not too much heat. It adds the sweetness though to your food. Then of course, in every black kitchen, you got some type of garlic. You know, garlic powder. You got that in every type of black kitchen. So yeah, back to that. These first 4 games are real critical. You know what I mean? We go 4-0. That means we handled our business. That means we handled our job. Now, the Falcons. Let me be real. The way I'm seasoning this bird is the way we gonna season the Falcons, the ringless Falcons. We gonna season, deep fry, and batter the shit out the Falcons. I'm not even worried about the Falcons. Now, I was worried about the Bucks because it's a sleeper. Honestly, it's a sleeper to me. Jameson ain't gonna be there. He fucked this up, got suspended. Not worrying about them. Not worrying about the Bucks here. That's our second game, I believe. The Colts, body bag. The Titans will be the hardest of the 4 games. We should be in the rhythm. We should know already what we're doing, what to do, what not to do when dealing with the Titans. So that's the recipe for going pretty much 4-0 in the first 4 games. We need that. We need that because after those first 4 games, shit get real. The next 4 games get real. I believe one of them is in London. It just get real in the next 4 games. I can't come off the top of my head, but I'm worried about that next group of 4 games. But it's also important, though, that we go 4-0. Simply because in the next 4 games, you know, everybody's into their zone. People know the playbook like the back of their hand. You know who the go-to guys are and who to watch out for, who's balling out in the first 4 games. I mean, in the next 4 games. So within your 8 games, usually how it works for me since I've been watching football, your first 4 games set the tone. It set the tone for you. Then it's the next 4 games. So you can think about Carson's rookie season in that regard. I believe we started 3-1. Then it went to shit. We didn't stay the course. It started 3-1. Then we went to shit. I'm telling you, the first 4 games are important. We started hot. Everybody honed in on us. Everybody's going to hone in on us every week because we just won a Super Bowl. Everybody's going to hone in on us every week now. So to start off hot as a Super Bowl winning team, it kind of fucks their mind up. It lets them know that, you know, this ain't what they want. It lets them know that we still for real. We still a threat. So you want to start off hot. Basically to keep the division at bay, in my opinion. The next 4 games are going to be difficult. Everybody's getting into their zone. Then that other quarter where you got then you got the 8, you got 9, 10, 11, and 12. Those games are when people start to get injured. Those games are when people are just hurt and people are just tired and injuries. You could take advantage of teams in those. So the first 4 are critical. The second 4 are where we need to play our best. We need to play our best in the second 4. 4 through 8, we need to play our best in those games. And you know what I'm saying? And by week 8, we should know where we stand. By week 8, we shall and we will know where we stand. Because this ain't no regular season. This is new territory that we're chartering and as far as Eagles fans. It's new territory. We never won a Super Bowl. We never been hunted in this aspect. Yeah, and you want to definitely make sure you season both sides of your meat. I don't know who the fuck don't do that. But you definitely make sure you want to season both sides of your meat. I mean, shit. A little seasoning hurt nobody, especially when you rocking with Miss Dash. It's all herbs and spices. It ain't nothing that's not natural, you know what I mean? But yeah, them second 4 games are games that are must-wins because those games are against elite teams as well. Some of those teams are elite moving forward after that. The first 4, I don't see nobody that's elite in the first 4. I don't see nobody that's elite in the first 4. In my opinion, Jameson got suspended those games. I think they about to be done with Jameson anyway. I mean, the guy hasn't won shit since he was drafted with #1 overall or wherever he was drafted. I don't pay attention to that guy. So that's where I stand on that. It's critical. It's critical because so many people want to see us fail, like the Dallas Cowboys, like the Redskins, like the Giants. Just bum-ass franchises want to see us fail, period. And I'm not in the business of seeing that happen. Not to the Philadelphia football Eagles, the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. A lot of us want it. People are going to be bringing the heat, man. They're going to be bringing the heat. I'm glad Jordan Hicks said he was hungry. I'm glad he was hungry. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. That's beautiful. Can you see that? Can y'all see that? It got a beautiful color on there. I'm going to pop it in the oven. Let me get it. I just love this macadamia oil. I'm going to pop it in the oven. A little drizzle, a little bit of that on there. I'm going to pop it in the oven probably like on uncovered. I wanted to get crispy on the top. I'm going to pop it in the oven on like 375, probably for like an hour. And then, you know, I'm going to show you guys what it looked like after that. Probably in my next video, I'll show you how it turned out. You know, dog. We have no quarterback controversy. The team loves each other. We are going into this in shape. In shape. In shape. And remember when the season started, remember who told you that we had a chance. Remember who told you this. Everybody wanted to doubt because they were so used to doubting. How lucky am I to start my YouTube channel about the Philadelphia Eagles, my team, my favorite team in any sport, in any world, and then we win a Super Bowl. How lucky am I? You know? And then in that same year, I adopt this keto diet, this keto lifestyle, and I dropped like 40 fucking pounds. I feel amazing. I look amazing. I'm a Super Bowl champion. You a Super Bowl champion. We in here seasoning Atlanta Falcon, seasoning fucking Ram. We had a Ram burger last year. We had a Rams burger last year. This year, we're going to deep fry and we're going to batter some motherfucking Falcon. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. And whoever else wants smoke. Whoever else wants smoke. We're gonna do the Rams twice. The game that I want to see is the Saints game. Because I honestly, in my heart of hearts, because I watch a lot of football, I honestly believe that the Saints would have gave us the most trouble in the playoffs. But that's who gives a fuck? We didn't run into them. The Saints got out of here. Then we got the team that got the Saints out of here. It don't matter, man. Beat your chest, Eagles Nation. These dudes don't want no problems, man. They don't want no problems. And it's so much disrespect coming to our face. I ain't fucking with the disrespect. You know what I mean? The disrespect that's coming blatantly in our face. Carson Wentz is ranked too high in the top 100. This and that. I heard Michael Irvin said that. I heard Jalen Ramsey said that. Jalen Ramsey, don't worry about Carson Wentz. Don't worry about Carson Wentz. You know what I mean? Don't worry about that. Michael Irvin, don't worry about Carson Wentz. Worry about your Cowboys, trash asses, and worry about your goddamn Jaguars, Jalen. Don't worry about Carson and us, man. We doing okay. We doing okay. We doing okay, man. Don't worry about us. Don't worry about us. So like I said, I'm going to pop these in the oven, 375 for about an hour. Pull them out. Let it do what it do. Keep eating healthy. Look at my last videos to see how I looked around. Let's go back to like the Denver Broncos game later, stuff like that. Look at those and see how I look and now look. You know what I mean? I went to sleep last night in the 230s. I ain't been that light since I got back from Afghanistan. I haven't been that light. And I came from Afghanistan like 2012. That was like 6 years ago. I feel great, man. I feel great. I want all you guys to adopt the lifestyle that works for you. It ain't got to be keto, but I was in the gym at the time around the Broncos. I've always been actively in the gym for a while. I was in the gym at that time. Nothing really start happening until I start changing the way I eat, changing the way I think. You know what I mean? I know a lot of black people, a lot of minorities, they are at a disadvantage. They live in these areas where, you know, Chinese stores, McDonald's and shit like that, especially in the inner city. I'm from that environment, but I live in the suburbs now. So you got Wegmans, you got Whole Foods, you got places you could go to where you could get the best, where you could get the best quality meats and things that are good for you, man. Drink your gallon of water a day. I still do that. You know, we just out here trying to flourish. We out here trying to flourish and thrive. We just out here trying to flourish and thrive, man. And I'm passing on everything that's working to me to anybody. I don't care if you black, white, purple, orange. Do this shit. Get it right. Get your life together. Take control of your life. So when you at the game, you can scream Eagles and you ain't out of breath. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out of breath. And if you say eating organic or eating right is too costly and too bad and too expensive on you, reevaluate your life. Look at what else you're spending money on. Look at the liquor and look at the weed, the drugs. Look at all the sneakers and shit. Like, look at what you spending your money on. Change that and put it into your body. Because you could go die, you could be fresh in your casket, you could smoke all the weed in the world, but if you fucking fat and you at high risk for diabetes or anything like that, you need to stop that shit, invest your money into eating properly so you could live and have as much fun as you possibly can. You know what I'm saying? This is a saying of mine. You know, I'm pretty sure somebody else said this, but in my opinion, you cannot live to ball out and do all these things you want to do if you are unhealthy. Because you could be gone at any minute, and you can't take the money with you. You can't take the things you love with you. So little Brunson back at you with the back at you. I just showed you how I season my chicken thighs, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles, man. If somebody tell you anything other than that, they a goddamn lie.